Not everyone has what it takes to be a hero, but everyone does have what it takes to download the free AnimationRewind smartphone app, Blip the Box. Blip the Box was published by me and is free to play on both iOS and Android devices. To download, just check the links down below. Thanks and enjoy the video. Collecting all of the Infinity Stones might be a challenge. Battling the Avengers might be even harder. But what if Thanos was tasked with going up against some of the brightest powerhouses in Universe 7? There's really only two ways this video can end. Will the Infinity Stones prove effective in the realm of Dragon Ball? Will Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo be able to cooperate with someone like Beerus? Find out today on Rewind Rumble. So in case you weren't aware, this is merely a bonus episode. I don't want to give this full episode treatment due to the number of appearances all of these characters have made in previous episodes in the notorious Cartoon Fight Club series. Thanos has made 2 solo appearances against Darkseid and even was a member in the comics vs manga Hyper War. As for Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Beerus, well, I could go on for days pointing out their previous goes in the crossover realm. So to keep things quick and to the point, the pre-analysis isn't going to be detailed as they were in each character's original solo episode. Without further ado, let's begin. Thanos is an Eternal. Unlike all Eternals, Thanos is immortal in the sense that he is immune to all known diseases, infection, and to aging itself. Thanos has displayed great versatility in the use of his energy projection powers. He has demonstrated the ability to project energy as a destructive force, gamma radiation bursts, infrared heat beams, and disruptor beams. He can also form force fields. Thanos possesses vast telepathic abilities. His mind is invulnerable to most forms of psychic attack. So far, Thanos has demonstrated the ability to project blasts of telepathic energy, as well as being able to shut down another being's mind, and can communicate telepathically with most, if not all, beings. Goku is a Saiyan who could transform into many different forms, from Super Saiyan all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. In the Super Saiyan Blue form, he is strong enough to shake the entire universe, and with his Ultra Instinct, he can move faster than frozen time. Prince Vegeta is the prince of the fallen Saiyan race and arch-rival to Goku. Vegeta is one of the most powerful characters in the Dragon Ball series. His power is often rivaling that of Goku himself. After training with Whis, Vegeta gained the ability to use the power of a god with Super Saiyan, allowing Vegeta to become a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Piccolo is easily one of the most powerful Namekian fighters currently alive. As a Namekian, Piccolo's rapid healing factor and regeneration capabilities make a great ability for surviving many battles. This allows him to regenerate any lost limb or damaged body part within moments, and has showcased the ability to regrow his entire body just with his head in a short amount of time. And last but not least, out of the many gods in the universe, Beerus is the most feared. He is feared by the Kais, the Supreme Kais, King Cold, Frieza, King Vegeta, and even Shenron himself. As a god of destruction, he is tasked with maintaining balance in the universe. This guy can also delete you without breaking a sweat, so don't piss the dude off with bad tasting food. And that was a super duper quick rundown of each character. We could have gone deeper and dug deeper, but this is just a pre-analysis. We've done these guys billions of times. I don't want to waste your time, and now we've got bigger things to worry about. It's now time we set ourselves a circumstance. Since Thanos is getting the Infinity Stones, it's only fair that Team Dragon Ball gets home court advantage, which means the battle will take place in Universe 7. Once that circumstance bar has finally loaded, it's time to Rewind Rumble.
You won't get away with this!
Surrender all hope! This is the true power of the stone! Plead for your life!
I'm going to make you pay!
Away with you! You're a fool to fight omnipotence! I'll show you!
You're finished!
This will be your undoing! There is no one above me.
I don't have any strength left.
You can't do this!
My, aren't you the lazy one? Hurry, or it's lights out.
Well, this is pathetic. Just pathetic. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. I sacrificed my nap time for this?
Come on, no sleeping on the job. Would you care for me to rouse you with a song?
Don't embarrass me. I'm not satisfied.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose.
Your continuous prattling annoys me.
I'm beginning to be annoyed.
This is a nuisance.
Make this fight worthy of the god of destruction. The enemy looks strong. This might get good.
Ready? Rumble!
Now it's my turn!
Challenging me, huh? You must be quite...
It's not over.
That was a good call.
Inferior being, be gone from my sight.
Hopefully you enjoyed the animation, and if you did, special thanks to Team Animation Rewind's Isaac Bode for collaborating with me during that animation. Don't forget to download the free Animation Rewind apps. Thanks, and stay tuned for the post-analysis. The only real Infinity War you have to worry about is the infinite war that's going to take place in the comments section, because Thanos not only killed one Dragon Ball character, not two, not three, he killed four, and one of them was the God of Destruction. Remember kids, Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet and all Infinity Stones. That's the Time Stone, Mind Stone, Soul Stone, Reality Stone, Power Stone, and Space Stone. He probably even had Kidney Stones carrying all these stones. So yeah, he's a dude who likes to collect pebbles. What does that mean to you? Well, these pebbles are not your average fruity pebbles. They have some cool powers to them. Remember, Thanos was able to defeat Eternity. Eternity has stated that he is an almighty being that has the grip of the fabric of what is. I don't know what that means, but I don't care what it means. It sounds pretty epic. He's essentially claiming that he is existence itself. When Thanos defeated him, he took his position, and Thanos became the center of reality. Alright. He defeated one guy named Eternity. Big deal, Rewind. No one wants to hear some no limits fallacy junk as a cheap reason to why Thanos wins. But I need to remind you that Thanos one-shot Galactus in base form without any of the Infinity Stones or the Gauntlet. So okay, Thanos beat two multiversal character beings. Big deal. Goku, Vegeta, and Beerus can also easily be classified as either multiversal or multi-universal. And with the oh-so-famous Ultra Instinct, how is Thanos even fast enough to touch these guys? Well, for starters, speed shouldn't be a problem when trying to catch Vegeta and Piccolo. With the Time Stone, Thanos can freeze time. He'll have trouble with Goku and Beerus, but I'll touch that later. Also, we've seen Thanos easily keep up with Silver Surfer in base form, which makes Thanos easily massively faster than light. That alone should keep him on par with Piccolo and Vegeta regardless of the stones. Now both Goku and Beerus know Ultra Instinct, so manipulating time might not be enough to catch them. Goku will obviously be easier than Beerus. To catch Goku, all Thanos will need to do is drain Goku. Spoiler alert, but Goku reverted out of Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball Super Episode 130. He was drained and went back to base form. Thanos is durable enough to push Goku to the point of reverting out of UI. Both of these characters easily have multiversal feats, as Goku shook the world of Void and Thanos beat both Galactus and Eternity. And once Goku gets reverted out of that UI form, he'll be a sitting duck just waiting to die by the hands of Thanos. And now for the real debate. Thanos versus Beerus. This one is going to need quite some explaining. I pretty much need to answer these questions before moving forward. Question 1. How is Thanos going to catch Beerus, who can effortlessly perform Ultra Instinct as seen in the manga? Question 2. How is Thanos going to avoid the Hakai technique? Question 3. What would it take to actually kill Beerus? Question 4. What would it take to defeat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? The answer to question 1 can be answered with 2 words: Time Gem. With the Time Gem, Thanos can control the flow of time, be it small or on a massive scale, notably to turn back something to a previous state, to accelerate its time in order to apply changes that have not been made yet, or to lock it in a time loop. Now, the Ultra Instinct can counter a lot of these tactics and a lot of these abilities, but it would essentially just cancel each other out, giving at best each character equal speed, and at worst, Thanos having a massive edge over Beerus. Plus, you gotta remember that Thanos himself is fast enough to keep up with Silver Surfer, so it's not like he's a slow dude. The answer for question 2, well, the Hakai isn't a no limits fallacy one-shot KO type of ability either. Remember, the used car salesman of planets himself, Frieza, survived the Hakai simply through overpowering it. Think of the Hakai as a microwave. Yes, microwaves can cook any type of meal, but it can only cook meals that can actually fit inside of it. The Hakai can one-shot any type of opponent, but it can only one-shot opponents that are initially weaker than the user performing the Hakai. So just think of Thanos as one giant piece of steak that just can't fit into the Hakai microwave. The answer to question 3, what would it take to kill Beerus? Well, this answer has a few different routes. Whis has stated that if Kaioshin dies, then the God of Destruction would die as well. Technically, Thanos could kill Beerus by killing the Kaioshin, and he could find this out by using the Mind Stone. Thanos can use the Mind Stone to either read Goku or Beerus' minds, since they both know that information. Once Thanos figures that out, beating Beerus becomes rather easy. Now, Beerus can be killed from sheer force alone, which is probably the harder of the two ways to take him out. I'm not saying Infinity Gauntlet Thanos couldn't do it, I'm just suggesting that since Thanos doesn't mind playing dirty, that he would probably prefer just mind reading his way to beating the Kaioshin to a pulp, which would effectively beat Beerus. Now, the answer to question 4 is ultimately why Beerus probably has no way of beating Thanos. What would it take to defeat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? The Infinity Gauntlet may claim to be infinite, but its limits are the limits of the user's imagination, and Thanos' mind does have shortcomings if you really want to pick her down on it. Mainly, greed, love, and persuasion are the best ways to defeat Infinity Thanos. With greed, Thanos lost the gauntlet after becoming reality. He lost his physical body, and thus it allowed Nebula to take the gauntlet from him. With love, Thanos would do anything to please his love for the female embodiment of death. And with persuasion, if you can somehow manage to give Thanos something better than the Infinity Stones or offer him a better hobby, then he would give them up. All three of these tactics are either impossible or they're suicide missions for the likes of Goku, Beerus, Vegeta, and Piccolo to even try to perform. Now, there is one famous argument that does need some debunking to say. It is a popular claim that the Infinity Stones wouldn't work outside of the Marvel Universe, so if Thanos were to walk into Universe 7, his stones would just be useless pebbles that are shiny. Now, this idea was popularized after the DC Marvel crossover comic where Darkseid tried to use the Infinity Gauntlet only to find out that it was just a useless glove for him since he was outside of the Marvel Universe. Now, of course, there are a few issues with this. First and foremost, this comic is non-canon. Secondly, if we take a look at the issue in the Ultraverse, Thanos traveled outside of the Marvel Universe in this issue and still used the Infinity Gauntlet to its full effect. And third, without the gauntlet, Thanos has dimension hopping abilities. He can easily get out of that dimension and go to a dimension where his pebbles would have power. He can even move others to different dimensions. So with dimensional hopping, that type of rebuttal would essentially be worthless to even bring up, which would make the winner of this Rumble Thanos. But hey, some people just don't like these colorful pebbles, some people just don't like these colorful haired Saiyans. So for a rematch, if you want to see a cool and clean one-on-one between a base Thanos versus Beerus, all you have to do is like this video. If this video gets 3,000 likes, such a rematch will be put into production. Also, don't forget to comment down your own ideas, don't forget to download the Animation Rewind apps, and stay tuned if you don't know yet, the next fighters are going to be revealed on the next episode of Rewind Rumble.